And he is actually working on developmental skills without even knowing it, and I love that for him. Hey y'all, my name is JoJo, also known as JoJo Styles on these internet streets. So if you're new here, I just really want to give a little background on who I am, what I do, y'all, and what you guys can expect from this channel moving forward. So again, I am JoJo. I am a toddler mom of 2 boys, a photographer, and a pediatric occupational therapist. I know, I juggle many hats. So yes, although I do share a lot of style tips and fashion things on this channel, you guys can also expect for me to be deep diving to all lifestyle things, including mom hacks, different self-care things, and how I pour into myself, developmental tips and tricks, and everything in between, okay? Today, we're going to be talking about toys. As an occupational therapist who works in pediatrics, I personally buy developmental toys. I let their dad buy all of the cool toys. I may buy a little bit of cool toys, but whenever I am thinking about toys and what to give the boys, I am always thinking about development. But not only toys that help build their development, but also keep them entertained. So I basically get a 2-for-1, okay? And let's not mention a little break from the screen time, which never hurt anybody. So today I'm breaking down 6 OT Mom approved toys that I will be gifting my boys this year for the holiday season. Also for context, when I mean toddlers, I have a 2 and a 3-year-old at home. So all the toys here that I'm featuring are geared towards their age range, but don't limit these toys to just the holidays. If you know a toddler and their birthday is coming up, you don't celebrate the holidays, or you just want to get them something just because that is going to help grow their developmental skills, then keep on watching. So first things first is going to be an accessory. You would be surprised how many of my parents, when we are doing coloring activities, do not know about these goodies. And I'm talking about a triangular crayons or markers. I cannot explain the importance of these enough, especially when you have toddlers who you are trying to work on building their fine motor skills and get their pre-hand writing skills together. So yes, I absolutely love these. I love these triangular crayons. I love triangular markers. These are a great gift that you could pair with a coloring book, a drawing book, anything of those sorts. Because they are triangular shape, it really helps to promote the tripod grasp, which is the grasp that we want toddlers to eventually have by the time they're school age, to help them when they're having to do writing tasks and those fine motor demands increase. Y'all, this is definitely JoJo the OT in the house, okay? Now, in addition to triangular crayons and markers, there are these tripod adaptive crayons that I love using with my kiddos as well. And yes, they are definitely a game changer. I'll pop them on the screen because I left mine at the clinic. But y'all, between these and the triangular crayons, your kids' fine motor skills will be top tier in no time. So yes, if your toddler already loves coloring or drawing, then try switching out their regular crayons for these triangular ones to help with their fine motor grasp. So next up, we have these suction cup, they call them textured suckers. At work, I use a brand called Squigs. These were just on sale at Amazon, so I grabbed one of each for the boys. Because I love these so much with the kiddos that I work with, I figured these would be perfect gifts for the boys this holiday season. One, because these suctions, they stick together, so it's really good for fine motor development and just strengthening the muscles of their hand where they have to push them together and pull them apart. Not only do they stick together, they stick to different surfaces. So you can stick them on the window. You can even put them in the bathtub and stick them on the tile in your tub to make it more like a water play bath time activity. And these are textured too, so they're perfect to use as a fidget. Why I know my boys would like this is the same reason why my kiddos that I treat love these as well, is they love the pop sound. When they pull them apart, they find it very satisfying. And also they can get creative with this. If they don't want to stick it on the window or on a surface that these stick on, they can stick to each other. They can create different shapes and structures with. So I really love that it not only helps to build the fine motor strength, but also imaginative play. So yes, we love these. The next thing I have on my list is puzzle books. So why I pick sticker puzzles versus regular puzzles is peeling stickers, y'all. My boys love stickers, and it is perfect for their pencil grasp development. This puzzle, this is for my 3-year-old, which we're working on him recognizing his letters. So he loves monster trucks, y'all. So we'll be peeling the letters and putting them where they belong. So A and whichever letters is going to help him not only work on his letter recognition, but it's also going to be building his visual perception skills. So basically it's his ability to scan and find things. And because he does have to, you know, kind of find the letters, match them, and do all those things, there's a whole problem solving component about these sticker puzzles that I love. And if your toddlers are anything like my toddlers, I'm sure they love stickers too. And they have these puzzles in all types of things. I got monster truck because he really loves monster trucks, but there are a bunch of different types. And for my youngest, which is my 2-year-old, I got a simpler version. He loves Paw Patrol, so I got a Paw Patrol version, and this one is a little easier where he's just having to find the characters. So you can always get something that is more simple depending on your toddler's age, or something more complex depending on where your kiddo is in their learning and identifying journey. So for my oldest, who's working on letter recognition, I got a letter version. I got just character version to just work on with my 2-year-old. And there are also number sticker puzzles too if you are working on your toddler identifying their numbers. So yes, a pick a sticker book based on some of your toddler's favorite things. And trust me, they will be entertained way longer than you think. Next up on the list, I think this is just so cute, right? This is for my 2-year-old because right now I'm really just working on building up his fine motor skills, him understanding simple games and activities. So yes, I thought this was so cute. It is a woodpecker feeding game, and it's basically like a little magnet toy where he gets to, so really it's just this, it's a little magnet toy. There's little worms that go in the slots where he can pull the worms. Now, when he gets a little bit older, he's fresh too. I'm gonna also use this to work on him learning his colors. There's just 3 or 4 colors here, so it should be fairly easy where I can work on slowly teaching him his colors with this activity. And it is really cute for working on fine, like hand-eye coordination and fine motor skills. So it is definitely a win. And I think he would find it very, very entertaining. You can also have your toddler kind of get the worm with the magnet and then work on some more hand-eye coordination stuff by feeding the worm and putting it in a slot and feeding the bird. So yes, I know my youngest would definitely love this toy. It would definitely keep him entertained. And he is actually working on developmental skills without even knowing it. And I love that. Fine. So next up is a new find I recently found on Amazon. And then now what excited me that it said literally fine motor game in the description. It's basically like you're making a ramen bowl. So it has a bunch of different ingredients that you have to pick up with tweezers. Jojo, the OT, loves a good tweezer activity. So what I really love about this is that it's not only just working on fine motor skills, but it is also a game. So it's introducing turn taking, waiting your turn. Also the whole visual component where he has to make sure that he is he's basically creating an order of ramen. So it's like each player has his different bowls, and then you're basically going to be creating the recipe for your bowl. And again, I just purchased this for him for the holidays, so we have not played it, but the contents seem to be exactly what I think they are, because I was a little nervous. But yeah, when I opened it, it looks like exactly what I thought it was. So I am super, super excited to play this game, not only for my son to learn how to play it and us play together, but for me to also play this with some of my kiddos at work, which I know they would really enjoy, especially for my 3-4-year-olds and even some of my 5-year-olds. So this would be a perfect game if you're looking for an actual fine motor game for toddlers in that age range. Last but definitely not least, we have a toy vacuum. Now this one is for my 2-year-old. My toddler loves to help clean up. So we do have the Melissa and Doug like sweet mop, and we have that whole broom set. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's super popular. I'll pop it up on the screen, but he loves to help clean up. Now this is an actual Dyson vacuum that actually works. And not only is this good for independence and ADLs, which is very important for us as occupational therapists. We are always trying to build independent skills, and cleaning up after yourself is an AD. So we want to help promote independence, but also this is really good for gross motor skills. So pushing, pulling, and just doing those big movement activities and working on coordination that way is why I got this vacuum. And maybe too, so that he can help clean some of his messes, okay? Yeah, so teaching him household chores and responsibilities in a fun way, especially because it is something he really enjoys, I know that he will absolutely love this. And if you have a toddler, you know they love imitating and doing things we love. So then he can definitely be part of cleanup time, because when I get to vacuuming, he goes and grabs his broom. So now we'll be able to vacuum together. So yes, I thought this would be a perfect gift. I got this at TJ Maxx, but if I can find one, I'm sure I can find one on Amazon. I will link it down below for you guys as well. And yeah, y'all, I'm sure I'm gonna have to order another one of this, because when my 3-year-old sees this, he's probably going to want to be pushing the vacuum too. So I may need to go ahead and order another one of these, because I think even older toddlers would still love this as well, especially because it's an actual functional vacuum. All right, so yes, y'all, that wraps my top 6 holiday gift recommendations. And like I said, I'm saying holiday because it is the holiday season, but these are gifts you can give your toddler for birthdays, or even just because if you want to work on some of those skills that I mentioned. I know I said that I'm a cool mom, but I don't buy cool toys. I buy developmental toys, and that's because the coolest toys actually help your kids grow and learn and build their skills developmentally. At least that's how I feel about me and mine. And again, my kids don't only get developmental toys. Like I said, their dad buys them all, the cool toys, the Hot Wheels, all of those things. But because I'm an OT, my mind is triggered to just automatically buy toys that are gonna help aid in their development, and not just for my personal gain, but for their personal gain. And it's also things they love and their theme based on things they love. So I get a 2 for 1, okay? And I also, again, love the fact that it keeps them entertained and it is not a screen. If you're also looking for screen time free activities and things to do with your kids, I would definitely recommend these toys as well. Now, I've got some of these toys from here, there, and everywhere. I'll make sure to link all of them down below in the description box. Comment down below and let me know which toy was your favorite, and also let me know if you guys want more OT mom approved toys and recommendations like this one. Again, I have toddlers, that's why I went with Toddlers, but I'm a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this OT development game. So yes, y'all, let me know if you guys love videos like this and you want more of them. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Share this with a mama or a dad you know needs some toy recommendations, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.